welcome to my vlog. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I will be filming like a reading day out vlog. I got this idea because last week I went out to the park to just read and it was so relaxing, so I wanted to show you. Going out for my emotional support walk after a week, and I found a spot of clovers. I can never seem to find a 4-leaf clover, so yep, but they're still pretty to look at. This emotional support walk, of course, involves a lot of just walking around. Oh, sweeties. Yay, someday I will learn how to play golf. I've always been interested because I used to have this video game where we could play golf and it was so like relaxing. But yeah, maybe it might be different when I play golf in real time. But I would, still give it a try. So cute. It's a lot of walking in the vlog, but it's so worth it. It's genuinely so worth it because all week I have been kind of just staring at my notebook. It's exam season, or I don't even know what is exam season in my life, because every week I think I have been kind of having exams or practicals or presentations. So this is like my form of therapy. The sun and the trees and the fountain. It's pretty simple. Welcome to my vlog. Hi guys. Today we will be reading in the park because it's so good out here. It's November, but it doesn't feel that cold that I need my jacket, even though I've got an extra jacket. But overall, it's pretty good. This is my favorite part of the park. It feels like I'm walking under something special just because these trees have this kind of shape going around. I don't know what to call this. It's very pretty. And this is me. Hi. This lake has a lot of, first of all, ducks. Cute little ducks. And it also has a lot of fishes and snakes, although the snakes are kind of hard to spot because of course I wouldn't like them to be easy to spot as well, because honestly I'm terrified of snakes. The duckies. Oh wow. Okay, so I've got my setup ready and I'm gonna continue from page number 233. And I do dog ear my pages on the quotes that I really like or where I kind of annotate, which is basically me just realizing how opposite this book is to Crime and Punishment specifically. Up until now, I don't know what is going to happen now. I am here in the park to read The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and this book is really nice. As I said, I started at page 230. I'm around 278 now. Look at the bookmark, it's so pretty. I got these bookmarks, 2-3 more in my college fair. They're magnetic. They look pretty nice, and don't mind that I dog ear the pages because most of the time I do not carry any kind of stationery aside from a pencil to kind of mark it and kind of highlight the parts of the book that I like. And this book, okay, spoilers from now on, spoilers. This book starts off with the murder of Bunny, and then it kind of just leaves that part and we get to know who is Bunny and who is Richard and all the other characters, which is honestly top tier. Although a lot of times I'm struggling with this book because of the fact that there is a lot of Greek involved and sometimes even French, sometimes even other languages like Italian. Unfortunately, I just know two languages at best, which is Hindi and English. So I do have to. Okay. I need to show you why I have so much background noise first. The ducks are kind of going crazy. I don't know what category is that. Okay, I genuinely do not know why they are so freaked out or why they're causing such a ruckus, but here is the swan, the duck. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is a duck, but I don't know what is the white one supposed to be, but yeah. Yeah, this is my reprieve while I read there. So, getting back to the fact that, yes, this book is very interesting. I don't know why I cannot describe the book that I like in anything aside from interesting, but anyways. I read this after To the Lighthouse and The Vegetarian and the most recent book that I read, The Vampire. So, to be honest, I was suffering when I was reading To the Lighthouse, which I talked about in my previous video, and I read The Vegetarian through an audiobook, so it was very fun. The Vegetarian is very surreal in the sense that it feels like socially I can understand what is happening and I see it in everyday life, but at the same time I just wish it wasn't. And the character who goes on to become vegetarian and how she gives up on the social stigma is what I want to do sometimes in my own life, where I am struggling with the whole patriarchal system and anything that makes me feel like, why is this system there? Like, it doesn't make sense. What is the purpose of that? Then The Vampire I read because I'm a big fanatic of all the vampire books. I think I became a fanatic after reading the Night Huntress series by Janine Frost. I genuinely love that author. I think aside from 2-3 books, I've read everything from her, especially what she posts on the blogs, because she posts a lot of snippets from the series, the Night Huntress series, but from the perspective of Bones, which is the character, the main character of the Night Huntress series. And that is like something that I enjoy a lot. So I wanted to know how and why the myth of vampires came to be. So yeah, I read The Vampire. Very short read, just over 40 pages. It's so good, would recommend. And this book is around 600 pages. I could be wrong, 660 something. And I'm currently you could say halfway through it because I'm almost at the 300 mark. I am thoroughly invested in this because at the start of this book it was very boring because you just get to know the daily habits of each character. You understand a lot of insecurities of Richard, and then you kind of devolve into the whole plot, which is again spoiler, the whole plot of how Richard and others actually murdered somebody. I didn't know there were double murders in this book because at the start you discover that there is Bunny who's dead in the snow, and in the middle you discover that Henry and others killed another person aside from Bunny and Richard, and how they just got away with it, but except for the fact that Bunny knows it and he's exploiting that fact and just making just rude remarks. And even at the start of the book, you kind of see that Bunny is not a good character. There are a lot of moments where he's being homophobic, he's being racist, he's being all the things that are not good. Socially acceptable is not just, he's not just being socially acceptable in that moment, but at the same time, how it is passed off as a joke. And now that he is holding that murder of person one, the farmer, over the other's head, how he's exploiting that and being rude overall and just letting his thoughts fly is just so I want to punch Bunny so many times because of this. And then I see how it is being planned. I am at the moment where they are planning how to murder Bunny exactly. So that is fun. The whole bit about Richard actually being in medical school is coming in handy, which is a surprise. I didn't think that it will be mentioned again. I would not imagine it to be purposeful, but yeah, the writing style is very captivating because it feels like you're getting absorbed into the character. And one thing that I really like about this book is that I can imagine and visualize a lot. So that was my issue when I read To the Lighthouse, because when I was reading To the Lighthouse, I could not visualize the scene at all. Like, I know that it is being set in the window, or the lighthouse is the place that they're going to go or planning to or like trying to go, but at the same time it's so just so fragmented, so disorienting that I could not trace it. But otherwise, this, you kind of have the whole outlook. First of all, I love the fact that this is very dark academia quotes, because that is something that I only see on Pinterest and reels, that people are like being dark academia core and everything like that. So it actually embodies the whole aspect in such true fashion. It's a delight to read. I would definitely recommend this to everyone who's interested in mystery thrillers and are a fan of Agatha Christie. So a little bit about law school. I joined law school because of one fact, and that was that I like to read, which is not sound advice if you were to pursue law school. Like, I think you need to be really interested in this to actually get through it, because you have to read a lot of bare acts. You have to go through a lot of things that are just irrelevant to reading. Sometimes there is even maths, there is definitely economics, finances, and all the other things. But honestly, like, I thought it would be easy. Yeah, famous last words, because it was not easy. I still do enjoy it a lot because it does have a lot of reading involved, and I get to know a lot of things, how they are formed, the historical background of them, and what is the impact of that on society. So that is something that I found very interesting. Like, for example, I did a research paper on honor killings and why we don't specifically have a law on that. So I got to know the benefits of having a law according to the prohibition of honor killings, and I also got to know that if we have the law itself, what would happen in that instance. So that was an interesting take, I think. Okay, so enough about law school. I will stop because I genuinely took a break to get out of this mindset that I need to think about my school, that I need to think about my college and all the tasks that I have to do. So yeah, this book is, in my opinion, okay, I'm holding it upside down. This book is, in my opinion, up until now, a very good read. I am enjoying this. At the start, it was boring because I'm getting to know everything, and then it got so good and it is going so well. I just hope that I don't jinx it. This is my lunch. It is rajma rice and methi ki sabji by my nanny. And this is the view. Honestly, much better than the TV. Would recommend 10 out of 10. Okay, I read a few more pages, and I've reached the part where they are having lunch with Julian. Richard is having lunch with Julian, and this is just genuinely, this is so hilarious. Sadly, I will have to go now because, yes, I cannot stay here forever. It was so good. Maybe I'll have an ice cream. Yes. Great, I found the fishes. Oh my god, this is Loki very pretty. Okay, I found more fish. Oh, they're scared. Anyways, I see a bit of them there. Oh, there are a lot of them there. Wait. Anyways, yes. Got to go. Okay, I wish to see them up close, but I don't think they'll stay until I get to that point. Oh, they're so pretty. They remind me of that one crochet project that I really want to try, but it's like, oh my goats. Oh my goats. Hello. Oh my god, they're coming my way. Oh my god. Hello. Hi. Hello, hello. Hi. I feel like they're sad that I do not have food, and I think they paid attention to me just because of the fact that I might give them food. Look at that little feet. Web feet. So pretty. Bye bye. Oh. Oh my god. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh my god. Are they following me? Are they? That would be so good. Oh my god. Hey. Hello. Are they following me or are they just trying to get close to this? I genuinely felt like a diva at this moment. Wait. Wait. Let me try this again. Okay. Say hi. Hello. Hello. Nope. They have lost interest. I do not have food. I think I'll end my vlog here, and thank you for watching. This was me just reading in the park and having like a picnic for myself in the middle of my exams, or like as a celebration for my exams ending. So if you liked it, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. Bye.